compression and stuff when you move that wouldn't be there. If I just go, that's one thing, but if you hear, there's the mic will pick up that internal, and so it'll sound more realistic. Oh, hi, I'm Ian Sinclair. I talk a couple times.
Does it professionally. So, this is a question you've probably never been asked before. What is your favorite anime?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. As a fan, to work on what? Specificity, my friend.
Just as a fan.
As a fan, it was always Dragon Ball. Like Z specifically, but as I've gotten older, I've really enjoyed going back and watching original Dragon Ball because it's
You're right. So silly.
Bebop. If I wasn't in it, I would say Space Dandy. Space Dandy genuinely is one of my favorite of all time. I just know how that sounds, me saying that.
Right.
Like, watch, if you gotta watch just the sub, if you hate dubs, it's worth it. One way or the other, check out Space Dandy. It's really good. You should watch the dub.
So, given that Dragon Ball was so much of an impact on your fandom and probably your entry into anime, how was it to play Whis?
Yeah.
To actually become part of the Dragon Ball canon?
It's the neatest thing. Whis is, yeah, I get to train my heroes, man. It's bizarre. It is, it's a joy. It's artistically deeply fulfilling, and the way I say it to people, it's hard to express, but like, I'm as excited doing it as you would be. Like, and it's that kind of like, if you think that you would get in a booth and go, yeah, that's what I'm doing. In my Dragon Ball shirt, or wearing my Capsule Corp and going in there and then having Trunks come in and me being like, I wore this for you. And, hey, you didn't. You're just a nerd. Yeah, I know. It's huge for me, and it blows me away that he's still in it. He's still involved. I've got probably another year worth of recording to get up to 131. I'm praying it comes back.
Sounds like it is.
I mean,
movie, then another series, but
did they say another series?
Yeah, they said there's a movie that's a continuation, and there'll be another series afterwards. Sounded pretty solid too.
That's good. I don't know. I'm not going to know until I get a phone call. If it's like, hey man, can call you for some new Dragon Ball.
Hit the call.
Hit the call, or whatever that is, and then be like, oh great, that's a new series, and that'll be fantastic. It's amazing. I get to train my heroes. And I'm losing it. And then when I actually get to fight them, like when Whis fights Goku in the time chamber, no, it's the gravity chamber. Later on, I cannot wait to record that. I cannot wait for a battle with Goku that's just like all out. It's the dream.
Good luck to sleep in the day before the night.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to have like sleep time tea and like have to exercise or something the day before because I'm
work out the nerves.
yeah. But I go in there to have a monster energy and I just get real like, okay, this will be fun.
Yeah, well, certainly Dragon Ball and that whole universe, that was my introduction into the world of anime. What's been your favorite character in that entire universe? It doesn't have to be now. Oh, Vegeta. Okay.
It's Vegeta. No, Vegeta's anime is Dragon Ball's Wolverine. You know, gets all the badass lines, gets the never resurrect again, like, it's Vegeta. And I think Whis likes Vegeta more too. I do, and I've noticed that in his lines, because Goku and Vegeta will be talking to him, and he'll be like, okay, Vegeta, you'll get this. There are 12 universes. And she's like, yeah, cool, all right, 12. And Goku's like, but what is that? And you just listen to the tone of voice he usually takes with him. He's like, there are many bads, and now they boom boom. Okay. And I, because of that, because of watching Vegeta train in the new series and how he is as a student and everything, it just furthered my love for him. As a kid, it was always Future Trunks, because I think all of us, like teenage boys at that time, were like, I'm Future Trunks, Vegeta's my daddy.
Look at my sword.
Yeah. So I think I answered it. Maybe.
How do you, speaking of Dragon Ball Z, how do you bring more physicality to those more demanding roles?
He's great. I don't have to. I'm Whis. Everybody else has to scream and scream and scream. And they like blow out their voices every time they do a Dragon Ball session. Agents will not schedule you for the rest of the day if you are doing a Dragon Ball session. Except for me. Because the loudest I got was that. Doing that. Past that, like, I might squeal with joy for some food or whatever, but that doesn't hurt. Dragon Ball is not taxing whatsoever, and I love that. I'm one of two. Can you guess the other character in Dragon Ball that doesn't hurt themselves when they go in? There's only two of the fighters. Me and one other. MVP. I'll just say that. 17 never raises his voice. Think about 17 yelling.
Is it Chuck Huber still, or he's still doing it? I know he was in Z. I didn't know if he was in Super.
He has not recorded any for Super at this point. I don't think he would have, because
he's not in the early arc.
He's not in the early arcs. Yeah. So I don't know if he's recorded Super or if they would be bringing him back. But as a fan, okay, that is me being all corporate about it. As a fan, I mean, come on. You got to bring him back. Yeah, it's not, who are you going to get another voice actor for that? Why would you do that? Why? And when a lot of people will be like, well, do you think that once they start the Dragon Ball Super series that they'll bring you guys back? And I'll be like, how would you feel if they replaced Goku and Vegeta? I'd lose it personally as a fan.
Of continuations, why would you mess with a formula?
Why? So, should be Chuck. And yeah, no, they used to call him Uber Sessions because he would just go in and do Dragon Ball very kind of like, the android. And then go home and be fine. Well, it's like Chris Evans, like,
That's about right.
Yeah.
So, what has been your favorite experience working on Dragon Ball Super?
Fighting Goku and Vegeta at the same time. My background on Twitter is him blocking Goku and Vegeta with his pinky and his finger. It's the neatest thing. My favorite line in it was when in that scene when he's training with them, and Goku says something like, "Oh, Vegeta, you've never trained with Whis? You've never actually fought him? Oh, I guess that means you're not strong enough." I'm like, "Well, Goku, to be fair, you're not either." And, I'm not strong enough to fight you? And there's just this one moment where he goes, "Oh, no. But the two of you together might be interesting. You want to try?" And just to get to say that to Goku,
Great.
It's just, feels good.
You were floating all day after that.
All day. Still, dude, this is like almost a year later, and I'm still talking about it like it's a steak I just ate. Just like, joy.
So you said that you don't generally have to bring physicality to demanding roles. What about Rashid or Zaveid?
That's kind of
come on, there's got to be
they move around. That's all about keeping your head exact distance from Mike while still kind of like moving around, especially with like Rashid and stuff and fighting stuff. You can hear diaphragmatic compression and stuff when you move that wouldn't be there. If I just go, that's one thing, but if you hear, there's the mic will pick up that internal, and so it'll sound more realistic. So yeah, you got to move. You got to get up and around. And I've played plenty of parts that do that. In D Gray Man, I took over Uconda. That's very physical and very screamy. And how I handle that, don't have caffeine before, do a lot of prep, warm up your voice very calmly and easily. Warm tea with lemon. Don't drink cold water while you're doing it. Don't constrict vocal cords.
So I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Have you played all the video games that you've worked on?
Valentia is the one that I need to get into. I wasn't. I don't live in LA, so they didn't give me a copy. It's one of those like the way that most places work. Like you'll do the game, and then like the next time you work for them, they'll be like, "Oh hey, I haven't seen your mom. Here's your game."
Yeah.
I didn't get one, and I waited too long, and then it's like. But now there's Breath of the Wild, and I'm going back into that since I'm on the con circuit. And Fighters. It's been Fighters for the last month. Have you guys been playing Fighters? No. It's the best darn fighting game that has come out.
It is legit.
Except Street Fighter V is also extraordinarily legit. But yes, I do. I mean, because it's amazing, and I love my brother is a gamer as well. So it is pure joy getting to beat your little brother up using your own voice in a video game. He hates it because
it's like double insult.
Oh, dude!
So you're talking
Rashid's
mess while
line.
he is on the screen.
And I know I have to get quiet because he'll get real mad. But like, so Rashid at the end, he'll be like, "Oh, I did it, 50 points or whatever," and he'll just look at me and be like, "This is a stupid line read. You did that stupid. You're a bad actor." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I hate you. Just shut up." We get real competitive.
Salt.
He gets salty, but hey, as an older brother, I have to show him what it is to play on a hard difficulty. I can't let my little brother just learn to be okay with spamming.
Yeah.
He has to.
No free rides here.
I do that, and now he actually legitimately is. He's a damn good gamer. I'm very proud of him. I love you, Graham. Good man.
What would you be doing if you weren't an actor?
If I weren't an actor,
It doesn't have to be legal. I mean, like, he could be a jewel
Give us
thief.
something spicy.
oh no,
Or, but it doesn't have to be illegal. Like, it could be boring too.
if I never was an actor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different than if I stopped now. If I was never an actor, I might have gotten into cooking. Yeah, if it's not any sort of acting or theater, maybe barbecue. Maybe I'd do that.
Okay, what if you stop being an actor right now?
Oh, I'm
Like,
gonna open up a barbecue shack. Yeah. No, I'm gonna find a state that doesn't have like, man, it broke my heart. I went to Pike's Place this morning and I saw a really nice barbecue place and I was like, I can't move here now. I want to find a city that has no barbecue and open a Texas barbecue place.
Yeah, so
There are cities that like have like, I mean, we kind of got a barbecue place and
Northeast, maybe.
yeah.
Seems far away from.
I just want some nice place that I can open a little barbecue shack. Like in Texas, you open up one, you better be real good.
Bring it.
I want to find some place that I don't have to bring it that hard.
So you're actually talking to the right guy. I managed my family's barbecue restaurant in Boise, Idaho. Technically, it was in a city called Meridian. But
Dude, Boise was one of the places I looked at. There's like one barbecue place there.
yeah, that's why we opened it there.
That's you? You're the reason I'm not going to go to Boise? That's hilarious.
Well, unfortunately, they're not around now. Some different things happen. Restaurant business is tough.
Yeah, no.
But I actually did have some barbecue questions I wanted to ask you.
Hell yeah.
When you came in earlier, we were talking a little off mic about this. So I wanted to know, what is your favorite meat and what is your favorite sauce?
Okay, so I'm Texan, so I feel obligated to say beef. So I
Right.
feel like I got to do brisket.
Very Texas answer.
No, brisket is a wonderful thing, and I like making brisket, but brisket's something that I got to do if I'm going to have a party or something like that. Brisket isn't like a personal, but it does allow you to do the burn-ins at the end. And when I do burn-ins, I put that thing back on until it's about 215, so you bite into it and it goes, you know what I mean? It's basically crispy fat.
Mm-hmm.
But my standard go-to is just pork shoulder. Yeah, just give me a butt, and my favorite sauce. It actually kind of goes with. I have this thing I do called whiskey pork, and I only do it I rarely do it because it's you got to buy a giant bottle of whiskey that you're not going to end up drinking. So you buy a giant bottle of whiskey, and then you put that in a brine. You brine that pork butt. Then you take out your spices. Mix it mostly whiskey, but then a little bit of your spices, and you inject that all over the pork butt. And then after that, you rub it with you take some of your spices and some of the whiskey, make a paste, and then you rub that on the outside, and then you do it over whiskey barrel chunks.
Okay.
And then have an aluminum pan under there. Then
God, sounds delicious.
You walk out with your little whiskey on the rocks, you take a sip and you pour it into the aluminum pan. So all the drippings go into a whiskey water kind of sauce, and then you mix that, however you want to do your sauce. You take those drippings and then you kind of infuse that into your final sauce, which is a whiskey sauce at that point. And that one, if you want to go Carolina with it, throw in your vinegar. If you want to go Kansas City. I just went to Kansas City, and I found, like, the thing for me barbecue-wise, it's different places. I mean, as anybody could, like, their different specialties are great. So you said, is one place better than another? No. This place is better at, like, Kansas City's best sauce. Like, Kansas City sauce is amazing. Like, I really like Carolina sauce. And people take pride in Carolina sauce, but I feel like Kansas City people don't screw around about sauce. That's like their thing.
Right.
Whereas, like, if I'm going to go to Memphis, I'm going to give me some ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina, I want pulled pork covered in coleslaw and just this drippy sauce.
That's awesome. Yeah.
What kind of woods did you guys use?
Well, I feel embarrassed right now. I'm not remembering much. I also, you got me flustered with that whiskey port.
Whiskey port, bro.
Yeah, you're
it.
taking 3 of my favorite things in the world and mixing them all into one.
It gets you a little drunk.
But my dad handled all of the recipes and cooking, admittedly, so I was more of the basically a glorified errand boy.
Sure.
And I was the one that recruited all of my buddies to work there for him, so I miss those days. But do you have any beard pro tips?
You got a condition, bro. You got a condition.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those, like, wash it, and then, you bring it down, and you just kind of leave it in. And as you should with any good conditioner, you leave that in while you then do all the rest of your washing. And then that'll make it nice and soft. Beard combing. Eric Vale, really got hardcore into me about, bro, beard comb. And I was like, really? Yeah. It keeps it from getting it just becomes that nice, smooth.
Yeah.
Beard comb. And then, a nice oil is a nice way to smell nice and have that nice shimmery kind of beautiful beard. This is just lazy. A week ago I had it out to here, and that's when I was like, oh, here's my mustache and here's my beard. This is just a 3.
Yeah.
Going to a con and I don't want to look like a homeless person.
That's funny.
So, how do you decide which gigs to take?
Everyone.
Everyone.
I'm an actor. You take everything.
You take everything.
I will say every once in a while there will be a political thing or something like that I'll just be like, I'm good. But I want to work. I like the job.
What you do?
And that's the thing is at a certain point you stop doing it to try to I want to do this because it'll be this or it'll be that because of that. I just like doing it. I like being in the booth.
Yeah, no, it's been great.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Okay.